The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest.
Manchester United against Inter.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
And Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
Now it's Eto'o. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. Aims beyond the defence.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Can he get it through? And this is Ronaldo. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Nicely weighted ball. He's got away. He shifted it to the flank, and he lines up a cross.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Thuram gets it away. It's a good ball out wide. Looking for the run. Messi is in a really good position out wide.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. The most accurate pass. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Corner number 2 then. Only partially clear. Tries to pass it through. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. That's really well manoeuvred. Knocks it into space. That's a cute ball. That has been cut short. That has been slung wide. Tries to play it through. That's a nicely shaped ball.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Guardiola is the team's great visionary. Odegaard.
That's good play from him.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Silvestre. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. Oh, well played, well sorted out. There will be a throw-in. Messi. Looking for options for movement. That's good defending, very good defending. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well-timed, excellent interception.
Are certainly playing with an intense focus in executing their plan.
Played right into his path. And it's hoisted clear. Silvestre. 15 minutes till half-time. And here's Nedved. That's Nedved. Neymar. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Vitinha. Now Odegaard. He's on it. Can he get away? Oh, Red. Nice interception. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And it's Odegaard. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, no question, that's a foul. He's had it nicked away. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Now that looks a decent ball. Nedved can see things, others simply cannot. Neymar. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And this is Messi. Very nicely done. Ibrahimovic. Ferdinand gets a foot in here. Now who's going to be first to this? Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Ibrahimovic. Oh, well played.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And for the first half, that is that. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's been nothing but frustration, really, Peter. I think the team as a whole has to take more risks, but they really need to up their quality too.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break.
Substitution.
And we get things going again. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Vieri! He's scored!
Dependability is one thing, and he brings that to his game, but that sort of dynamism is another attribute he's blessed with, and it's revealed on a regular basis too. Superb. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Thuram. Now it's Messi. Great vision. And this is Messi. He's under a lot of pressure there. And Messi! Oh, that was no routine save.
Messi really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
That's a throw. And he's managed to gift it back.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
And this is Adriano.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Well, that's been cut out. Well played. Vieira kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. And it's Neymar. Ryger. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. Thuram. And that is headed for... Oh, good! Oh, he's hit the bar! Deftly away. It's a pretty loose pass.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And they win it back again. Oh, lovely bit of skill. He's shifting through the... Can he finish? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Mateus. Ferdinand with the slide tackle there. And this is Neymar. Cristiano Ronaldo! And yes, it's there! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution for Manchester United.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
We're looking at a different game now.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
Number 7.
Well, that's well seen too.
Coming on the field.
Silvestre.
Number 4.
Mateus.
Ibrahimovic.
Adriano.
Number 17.
He's rising! In he goes again! Goal! Inter! Into the lead once more. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Chance! And he's stuck it away. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish. That gets his head on it! It's a goal! Just one goal in it now! Game on! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
He's having a shot! That's another chance! It's a goal! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That has been drummed into him from such an early age, Peter. It almost came as second nature. He's such a...
And the shot! And it's in! That was easy, almost too easy.
There was a distinct lack of pressure there, Peter. It was a good finish, but it was made easy. That's poor defence.
Just one in it now.
Well, they'll just be praying that one more chance falls their way before the whistle goes. Inter clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
The final 5 minutes. Hullet, renowned for his long-range shooting. Son Heung-min. And it's Hullet. Oh, well played, well played.
Manchester United really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
Inter Milan, moments now away from seeing this one out.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Rooney. Hullet. And this is Ibrahimovic. Rooney. And he's managed to get free. That's good play. Elects to... Oh, greatly! He's got a goal! They have stolen level at the last! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we...
And that will be the final act. What a game, a contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Vieri, happy to bask in the accolades from all around, the stage most certainly
And now, I'd
his.
just like to read out our...
So bring it on, hype, expectation, emotion, the game yet to kick off, the excitement already palpable. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here, things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. And we're underway. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, we can expect another busy shift from him here. And Messi! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Messi threads one in. He's having a shot! It's there!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've got to be quick to recover this. Zanetti clears. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And now they can spring out of defence. Real chance! And yes, it's there! And in that moment, he has his 50th goal. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real.
Vitinha!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Messi. Searching pass he's played there. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Messi, a player who needs no introduction. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Looking for the run. That's been cut out, well played. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Inter Milan presented with a golden opportunity here. A lot hinges on this one. And they've turned it round. Not much more than a formality.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Inter Milan with the lead.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Guardiola. Inter Milan have hit a quick-fire double here and are 2-1 up. What a comeback. And that's the keeper's ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Messi, Thuram. Now it's Thuram. Crosses it in here. And he's heaved it away. And that's been won straight back. Tries one from range. Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
Now it's Rui Costa. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Takes a shot! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
And it's Vitinha. Pepe spots it and intercepts. Rui Costa. Oh, that's a key interception. Odegaard. 15 minutes till half-time. Vitinha. He's going for goal! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Rui Costa. Can he spark a counter here? No, that's been intercepted. And this is Ibrahimovic. He saw the date. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. Inter Milan have themselves a chance from the spot. This further to improve their cause. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Pass has gone astray. And it's Rijkaard. This might spell danger.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That ball looks a good one. Ibrahimovic. Can he finish? Yes! And he is just ripping it up. Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get...
And that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you.
Invitiamo tutti i tifosi a usare gli appositi cestini per
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. There's the whistle. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Nuno Mendes here, I think, will be very important, Peter, particularly if they start to spread the play, because he's excellent in one-on-one positions, both attacking and defending. So I'd expect him to have some of that.
Oh, Thuram! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. An early chance there, first of the game.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically...
Terrific effort! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. And it's Vitinha. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Oh, this looks sharp.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Now it's Thuram. He has found the... and he shoots! He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. And he was quick to react. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Messi. Vitinha. Rafa Silva. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Ibrahimovic. He's a sharp little ball. Great chance! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, a breakthrough already. Defending of the desperate variety. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. And he is slightly undercooked, that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Well, nicely intercepted. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out. That's just playing it safe and simple.
No, that's been intercepted. It's a threatening ball. Shot could be... oh, shooting chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Messi. Now it's Thuram. Not the most accurate pass. Ødegaard. Aims beyond the defence. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And it's Vitinha. Well, that pass isn't the best. Ødegaard. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's picked it up out wide. That's going across goal. Rudiger attempts a clearance. Inter Milan currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Now it's Thuram, and he's worked it through. He's in one-on-one, and the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Big chance! Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Couch. And the shot! Fantastic from Rafa Silva! A finish of true class! Inter are back in business! Simplicity itself.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. finishing it off was quite simple after that.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
And it's Ødegaard. Messi. That's put paid to the danger. And he's quick to snatch it back. Has a look and plays it forward. Counts, never the sort to be shot shy. Vitinha. Tries a shot! Goal! Inter! Into the lead once more. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Ibrahimovic! A truly spectacular effort. Speculative, yes, but he's entitled.
That's just outrageous imagination, Peter. To even try that. Crazy.
Oh, that's a key interception. He's in a great position here, and it's count.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. No second thought, a straight red card.
Well, Jim, I suppose that was the only possible outcome in the circumstances.
Yes, sadly he knew exactly what he was doing and he had to go with the risk.
Perhaps the final meaningful act of the first half. Great chance here to level it up. Neymar! The pass has gone astray. Thuram. And it's Vitinha. Now, can they get him away? That's a nicely shaped ball. Rudiger.
Ci
Rodri.
saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Rafa Silva. And the through ball. Now he's running away. And the finish! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's the one player you want on the ball running at defences, and that's precisely why.
And this could be the final action of the first half. Now it's Thuram. And here's Neymar. Well read, and the danger is averted. Ibrahimovic. Tries to play it through. And that signals the end of the first period. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Yeah, either side holding back here, it has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Inter Milan are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 14. Javier Zanetti.
So we're off again.
Numero 17. Numero 9.
Now it's
Numero
Count.
15. Ibrahimovic.
Looking for options, for movement. Looking for the run.
Il numero 5.
That defending is
Il numero 13.
unapologetically
Il
persistent.
numero
It's
2.
almost personal.
Il numero 21.
It had to be.
Il numero 18.
And he's lost his man here. Little doubt, that is a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. That's a shade optimistic. Can he get on the end of this? And he's intervened well there. Adriano. Neymar. Could move up a gear here. Lovely pass, but can he get there? That's tidy. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Looks a good ball through. And he's there to get it away.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Nuno Mendes. And he's managed to get free. Thuram. Can he get it through? Brilliantly cut out. Ryger. Count was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Just about up to the hour now.
Count really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Off the post! He doesn't look too happy with that.
Adriano certainly got the pace he wanted on that, but not the all-important bend.
Kukçu. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And there's green grass ahead of him. Oh, now can he finish? Oh, that wasn't far away. It's their second corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Now it's Thuram. And he's certainly onside here.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Kukçu is the team's great visionary. Adriano.
There they go, hunting again.
Now who's going to be first to this? Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Nuno Mendes. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Rafa Silva. Alexander-Arnold, played in, and a header! And the difference is still one, but only just.
Thuram was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Nuno Mendes, and he's gone backward here. And he's cut it out.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Well timed, excellent interception. That has been cut short. And it's Messi. Rafa Silva. Now it's Thuram. And no, that was never going to make it. Well, that is one way to stop him. Great ball if he can get there. Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
So, third corner of the game. Decent chance! And that was probably asking just too much.
Yeah, it didn't come off, but still very good quick thinking on his part.
This ended up in no man's land. Goulet, Kessier, looking to play him in. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Inter really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Nicely weighted ball. Kirkchu, Adriano. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. 2 minutes to be added on. And it's Lewandowski. Now that looks a decent ball. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And that's it. Inter Milan proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it.
Signore e signori,
Inter Milan
facciamo gli auguri.
made
Togetherness.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Inter.
Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7. An undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. We're up and running then. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or, indeed, getting too comfortable.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of... It's Forlan! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Forlan clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Arsenal with the corner, they're first. Decent chance! Goal! Arsenal! An opportunist strike, but he'll take it, he will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And that's definitely not his best. Well read, nice interception. And it's Vitinha. Now it's Lewandowski. Now it's Tura. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Zanetti just loves to go forward whenever he can. And here's Thuram. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. He's looking wide. Now it's Forlan. And he's worked it through. That has been cut short. Hazard out towards the flank. And he's whipped it across. Terrific effort! No, couldn't quite control it.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
He won't be happy with that one. Over to the right flank. And here's Ibrahimovic. Shapes to shoot! And that's a good finish. They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Ødegaard wins the duel this time. Passing is crisp and sharp. DiMarco. And this is Ibrahimovic. In by Ibrahimovic. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Guardiola promptly onto that, and that is that. And it's Vitinha. Messi goes for a shot! Goal! Inter! And that is goal number 20. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That's gone all the way through to the keeper. Ambitious ball here. Might be danger here. And he's quick to snatch it back. There's the shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that'll be a goal kick. And here's Forlan. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Inter Milan heading towards the half-time break. A win very much in their sails. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Lewandowski. And here's Rafinha.
Oh, good take in a good area.
Chance for a shot! Messi. Can he spark a counter here? Beckenbauer gets over and intercepts. And he's lost his man here. Oh, a gilt-edged chance! Chance, surely! And no mistake. They are purring, truly purring. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Thanks for that, Peter. Hi, everyone. The excitement has really picked up now, and I'm eager for the action to start.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So we're very much on the way now. Flores, spread to the right. Oh, important interception. Oliver Kahn, a huge man with a huge presence and a big voice in the game.
And big in intensity too, such a...
Oh, good climb! No, couldn't quite control it.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Now can he... And he shoots! There it is!
Well, what a statement of intent. Who better to be the one to have the first say? A cracking opening to this game.
A horrible blip. A moment they could well have done without.
How can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Peru make the perfect start. They are already ahead. Silvestre. Guerrero. Polo. Played into space. And he has been fouled there. Cleared away. Ibrahimovic. Silvestre. And Mateus. This is a promising build-up. Adriano looking for the chance to skim one in from range. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Well, that pass isn't the best. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Cross to the back post. Oh, great leap! And that's a sharp finish. They have done it! They have their equaliser!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
Número 15.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out.
Polo. Space for him to turn and look. Now it's Flores. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And he's found a way past. This one, Adriano! Goal, Inter! And the comeback is complete.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Convertido en el minuto 25. Número 21.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Flores. This looks promising. Tries to play it through.
Shot goal! Well taken goal. And the lead lost no time at all.
Yeah, since going a goal down, they've dug in to produce a really fine spell, which for me deserved that equaliser.
Convertido en el minuto 28.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So again, we have parity.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
Zanetti got a long way forward to join the attack. Howson makes the interception. Barella, probing pass. And he's just misjudged that one.
Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Flores. And he's lost his...
Great chance! Goal! Peru! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
And now he has two.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue.
He leaps for it! Tapia. Guerrero. That's a good ball out wide. Polo. Brilliantly cut out. Ibrahimovic. Polo.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
He is just caressing the ball. He's in a good position here. And he's quick to get rid.
Referee's given a throw.
That's going across goal. Marquinhos clears. And we've reached half-time.
And we are up to the break.
I've been left almost breathless here, Peter. This is frantic stuff. 45 minutes just seem to fly by. Here's hoping both teams can maintain this level.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon.
Los futbolistas ya están entrando al campo de juego.
We're on the move again.
Inter can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that is one way to stop him. Barella. And that's a good ball. And the shot! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. Again, we are level. What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
He has given that the lot. Bang!
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And yes, it's him again. It is compelling, this, utterly compelling.
Well, that certainly raised the temperature in here, and both sides are looking to up their game accordingly.
Mateus conjures time and space where few can. And here's Kukçu. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Flores. Guerrero. It's a really well-measured ball. It's a promising position. Kukçu. Ibrahimovic being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, they've been over-generous.
Tries a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
He's there to hit it! He doesn't look too happy with that. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Looking to play him in. Can he finish? That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Harmlessly behind.
La cantidad de espectadores de este partido fue de 80.607.
Ryger. Ball played for Kukçu. Barella, who does have an assist to his name. Now he's off and running. Now it's Flores. Knocks it into space. Oh, lovely feed. He is such a good mover.
That's good defensive concentration.
Barella. And it's Kukçu. Mateus. Kukçu. And Zanetti. Kukçu. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Peru have a free kick. Right card is there to clear. He's a sharp little ball here. And a chance! And that was very necessary. Really tiny. He's had it taken off him. Passing is crisp and sharp.
That's good play from him.
Now it's Flores. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
So changes of foot here, and from both sides.
Cambio en Perú. Número 20. Lo reemplazará número 18. Se
João
está
Neves.
realizando un cambio.
And it's Rijkaard. Marquinhos is very much of the non-shell pass school of defending. That's a shade optimistic.
Inter really are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
Can he get on the end of this? That is lovely. And this is Adriano. Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Tapia. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won.
Marquinhos. And Mateus. Nicely weighted ball. Zanetti.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Well, they could break here. Looking for options for movement. Great vision. Not quite on the same wavelength.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Cambio en Perú. Número 9.
So here comes the substitution.
Número 11.
Lapidula coming on
Número
here
7.
as broadly expected.
Entran
Yeah, I think it's time for some brave
14.
decision-making.
Número 24.
Marquinhos.
Número 19.
That has not gone well. Great ball, and he's in here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Se agregarán 3 minutos al tiempo reglamentario.
Flings it across. João Neves. And the number on the board is 3. Tapia. Now that looks a decent ball. Look at the space here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And we're done. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. Ibrahimovic taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, if this was a game where both sides played to their strengths, there could only have been one winner, but ifs don't count in football.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we.
Señoras y señores,
Good evening to you.
saludemos al cumpleañero con un fuerte feliz cumpleaños.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So straight into the action. Well, for anyone whose allegiances lie with the red half of Manchester, this man for so long was an unsung hero. One of the most decorated defenders in the English top flight. He is Mikhail Silvestre.
His game was all about versatility and durability, Peter. An astute defender in the middle, a fine ball carrier with a good engine, went out wide.
Yeah, and you can expect another busy shift from him here.
He's never shy.
Referee's given a throw. He intercepts the throw, that's well read. And the shot's on here. No, that was never going to make it. Vitinha. Spread neatly. Not the most convincing of passes. Stojkovic. Cafu. He has found the way through. Tries a shot! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Quarter of an hour played.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
There's the shot! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
It's really well read here, but having done the hard part, they'll be slightly disappointed not to make more of it.
Rashford will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. A lot of space ahead of him. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well, nicely intercepted. Zanetti. Quality ball. Zanetti. And it's Grealish. Now it's Rashford. Grealish. Grealish! Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Grealish. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's Stojkovic. Driving through the middle. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. So a chance here, what can they make of it? Messi. Now it's Thuram. Ambitious ball here. That looks a cracking ball. Oh, he's having a go! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And that should get the job done. Ødegaard! And it's in! They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
What a delicious finish. That is immaculate.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game. Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision-making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space to hold on to it, but the longer he did that, the more he was going to be...
And Stoichkov! Goal! Inter! Into the lead once more. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Oh, what a hit, Peter, and there was nothing lucky about it, let me tell you. It was measured, it was simply inch perfect.
Inter Milan with the lead. Ibrahimovic. Inter Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. And this is Stoichkov, looking for the run. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. He's found a way through. Takes on his marker. Ah, that's a fine interception. Vitinha! Brilliant by Vitinha! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They are purring, truly purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's heaved it away. Ibrahimovic gets flagged offside. Ibrahimovic. Nice looking ball. Neatly clipped into space. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Ricordiamo a tutti i tifosi che è possibile consumare alcolici solo nelle apposite aree. Grazie. Attenzione, un cambio.
So the action resumes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now it's Stoichkov. Real chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! It's all becoming so easy. That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, from a defensive perspective, Peter, that's a really poor one to give away. Yes, the movement was very good, but the defence made it way too easy.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
Inter Milan, palpably stronger, better. Decent chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Van Balten gets across to intercept that. Inter Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And this is Adriano. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Can he get on the end of this? This looks promising. And he shoots! And he's stuck it away! His utter joy! He engages with absolute happiness! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Inter Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Chance, surely! And there's a goal! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
Inter Milan still making a fight of this. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Aimed beyond the defence. Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Stojkovic does really well to win the ball there. Well, that looks a decent ball. And this is Grealish. He's shifting through. Can he finish? That's a sharp finish. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 17.
So we have movement on both benches.
Numero 25.
Inter Milan
Numero
are
5.
having a ball here. Threads one in. Now it's Neymar. Rashford.
Totti.
Oh, shooting chance! It's in! How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. And it's Rashford. It's Rashford! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Inter Milan appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That has been cut short. Passing is crisp and sharp. That looks a cracking ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
And this is Stoichkov. DiMarco could move up a gear here.
Might want to be careful there.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Howson tries to play it through. He's had a shot! Goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Adriano wants to run onto this. Tonali. Now it's Totti. Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Look where it came from. Look at the space here. Oh, right place, right time. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. Inter Milan present their opponents with the best possible chance here. This for genuine comfort. That has drawn gasps of disbelief.
A cool head was needed.
Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, he's busting, he's having a shot! Well taken goal. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting...
And time is up. Inter Milan have very little in the way of excuses here, simply having no answer to a display that was stunning, scintillating. There was to be only one outcome. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn up for the first half, and then it all went downhill.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening.